I believe there are two types of leadership. There is one where we lead from the head, from the mind, from the thoughts that we're having, and it's very logical type of leading. And the other one is based on our emotions, leading with emotions. So let's take a pause here and let me tell you that you are a leader. And you are an incredible leader because you are a woman. Most women are pretty in touch with their emotions. Therefore, I think they are amazing leaders. And you are a leader whatever you are doing because you are taking care of people. So whether you're taking care of your own children, whether you're taking care of the teams at work or colleagues at work, whether you are creating a project or whether you are leading the business, in all those scenarios, you are a leader. So leading with emotion means that whenever you are in doubt, whenever you feel in need of support, whenever you struggle to make a decision, you are able to tap into your emotions, to speak to it, to give you the guidance that you need in that moment. And because of that, you become a richer leader. A leader who can respond with kindness, compassion, depth, and consideration towards others and oneself. So let me share with you my own experience of the moment where, while I was leading my own relationship practice, I was in doubt of myself and how I tapped into my emotions to give me the wisdom to carry on in the way that is most aligned with who I was as a person, or who I am as a person. So, as a leader of my own business, it has become important for me to be seen as a leader. And looking at other people and how they lead and how they, talk about themselves, the sense that I got from that was a sense of authority. And the word authority didn't resonate with me at all. It felt so detached, so cold. And I am a completely opposite of that. I am warm, I am nice, I am considerate, I am connected. So, but when reaching out to people, I had a fear that if I am being nice, that people will see me as somebody that I can take for granted or that I can overlook. And I didn't want to be seen that way. So here I had a problem. I didn't want to be cold and detached from the people that I was communicating and talking to. And yet I also didn't want to be perceived as too nice, with no ground, with no authority. It's just somebody who's nice and giving and giving and giving. So I went into myself and I recognized, okay, this is actually the moment where I can just pause and stop and talk to my emotions and tap into my emotions to see what wisdom I can receive from them. So I have created a safe space in my body for the emotion to be experienced, to be lived. That was a fear that I was dealing with, a fear to be perceived in a certain way. And then I tapped into it and I asked, how should I be? What are the best way for me to be in that situation when I'm reaching out to people? And what came out of that was that as a leader, All I needed is to believe in people. Believe that people are able to create the best outcomes for themselves, and really reassure them that they can do that. And that is the stance of the leadership that I took. It felt really aligned with who I was because it still felt warm. I was not focused on myself. It was not about creating authority and focusing on myself. It was still focusing on the other person, or on the people that I was reaching out, and communicating with confidence what they needed to hear. And that felt warm, confident, and aligned. So let's take a moment now to consider what in your leadership you have doubts about. When are the moments when you're doubting yourself? When are the moments when you are hesitating about something? And you can even close your eyes here and just imagine what it would feel like for you if you were able to tap into your emotion and ask for it to give you the wisdom that you needed to receive in that moment. What would it feel like for you to do that? What kind of possibilities would open up for you? How would you feel? So, I want to leave you with that. If you would like to learn more about my work and how I support women as a relationship coach, please feel free to check it in the description below. But for now, I want to say this. I believe in you. You are wonderful. You are important. And you deserve all